That is the opposite of what your adrenals need. Your adrenals need support. They flow when there is rhythm. They really like predictability. And so this is important because that predictability or that familiarity could actually be something that you don't prefer or that isn't serving you anymore. And so that's important to look at. They also really like consistency. So recently, I was redoing my values. I was going through a value exercise. And one of my top 5 values is consistency. And I always thought that consistency was a value of mine because I have lived from that place of consistency is key and consistency gets you to the results that you desire. And yes, that is true. And I realized that one of the reason why I value consistency is because of my nervous system. My nervous system likes consistency. And so there's a positive aspect of that. And then there's also when things aren't consistent or people aren't consistent, that can actually be a growth edge for me. And so what this can look like in your daily life and your daily rhythms is waking up at roughly the same time each day, going to bed at roughly the same time each day, eating consistent meals at roughly the same time each day. So you're not skipping meals, you're not crashing your blood sugar, you're stabilizing your blood sugar. Really think about how your adrenals like grandma things. They like dinner early. They like calm. They like creativity. Maybe, you think about I think about my grandma. She loves to puzzle. She loves to read. My adrenals love both of those things. They also really love hydration with minerals. Your adrenal glands need sodium. They need good, high quality sodium. That could look like Redmond's real salt. Could look like Celtic sea salt. It could look like Himalayan sea salt, or it could look like electrolytes. They also protein is very stabilizing to your nervous system, to your adrenal glands. And then this is a big one. And I keep saying it, and I'm going to keep saying it because sunlight, natural light sets that circadian rhythm. And you have an HPA axis. So your adrenal glands are taking orders from your pituitary gland, and your pituitary gland is taking orders from your hypothalamus in your brain. So natural light is really important for that really healthy cortisol response, not an overproduction, but also not an underproduction. And think about less stimulation. Think about analog. Think about less screen time. Think about things that feel more regulating. Think about, yes, I love that we are connecting over technology right now. And also, what about picking up a book? What about picking up a magazine? Okay. And so your adrenals will always show you how to care for yourself. And this is really pausing enough to get quiet. It's pausing enough to be still so that you can listen, because your body will communicate with you. It's just most of the time we either choose to ignore it, or we're not quiet or still enough long enough to actually listen. So if this conversation is giving you a different lens, again, make sure that you go back and listen to the other episodes that I talked about. So knowing your nervous system part 1, knowing your nervous system part 2, because all of this ties together. Your hormones, your stress, your energy, they are not separate systems. And if you are in that midlife transition and you are, again, that woman that's like, I just do not feel good, and all my labs are normal, etc., it's really honestly time to look at your adrenals. And if you've been blaming your body, I hope this helped you to see it differently, because truly your body is only doing what it thinks it needs to, and that is to keep you alive. And I want to always remind you, you're not behind, you're not broken. It may just be that your body has been adapting for a long time.